Welcome back to another video, everyone. Do you like void builds? Let me ask you another question. Do you like constant devour, constant overshield, constant invisibility, being able to solo any content you'd like, dungeon, strike, whether it be, I don't know, up to you? Would you like to be doing crazy boss damage, topping your team? Well, I have the do it all build for you, introducing my void build for the hunters that will allow you to do it all. Let's get into it. Alright, here we go. Time for the foundation of this build. So we have, starting with the hunter subclass, we have the Mobius Quiver for the damage dealer, which will, while super is active, dealing damage, increases void arrows and bows, in this case Leviathan's Breath. And then Deadfall for more ad clear neutral game build, which I'll show you after this one. So we're going to have Gambler's Dodge so we can refresh our Phantom Surge, which upon killing will give a Void Overshield, and then the more people we kill, the more it refunds the melee energy. We have the Vortex Grenade. You know the Vortex Grenade. It's classic. It's good. We all like it. On the prowl, periodically making nearby combatants a priority target for you and your team. Every time you kill the guy, it turns into a dust smoke, and when you walk through it, you become invisible, as well as you and your allies if your allies also run through it. And then on top of that, you also get reload speed, stability, grenade, melee, and class ability energy anytime you walk through it. And then vanishing step, every time you dodge you become invisible. So this build, you're going to be invisible most of the time. You're going to have devour most of the time. You're going to have an overshield most of the time. So how do we get the overshield and the devour? Well, this comes from the fragments. So this one, finisher final blows, create a void burst that makes combatants volatile around the person you finish, which is always nice. But defeating volatile targets create a void breach. Now, with that void breach, picking up a void breach or orb of power grants devour. So there's our devour. We also have defeating weakened targets creates an orb of power and a void breach. So we're going to be creating a lot of breaches and a lot of orbs. And then this one allows the void buffs, like the invisibility, devour, and overshield, to have an increased duration. And then this one that puts us to 200 super, void ability, final blows cause targets to explode, which is mainly just to get the super, but this is nice when it comes to ad clear. If you already have 200 super, you can just stay on that for the explosions, or you can do like damaging targets with grenade grants melee energy to have your melee up even more. Now, the important part of this build is this artifact, the NPA Repulsion Regulator. Got a ton of stuff for Void. Starting with the front, we have onto the Breach. Defeating a Void debuff target creates a Void Breach while Void subclass is equipped. So we're going to be creating Void Breach after Void Breach after Void Breach. And then this one, picking up a Void Breach gives you an Overshield. So there's our Overshield. This one's not too important. Void Weapon Channeling. You gain temporary bonus to void weapon damage after you defeat a target with a void weapon with at least one or more void abilities fully charged. And then Supernova, picking up a void breach, causes your next void damage to create a large weakening pulse. So what we have in result is a build that will allow us to clear ads like no other. This guy is the one randomly marked, so it's going to make us invisible. We're going to have volatile rounds. It's going to kind of spread to everyone. I can use this to spread around even more. I'm going to go invisible. We have Devour. We have Void Overshield, volatile rounds. We use the Q. Dash again. Use the Q. Do some more damage. Pull some people in with our thing. Do more damage. And we got really good wave clear. Grab these Void Breaches to refresh our Void Overshield. And then when it comes to boss time, we're gonna pull up Greg here. Grab a couple of orbs so we can get our void damage increase. Refresh that. I missed the grenade. It's fine. Who needs that when we have our bow here? Fire a bunch of shots. do another shot. Our Mobius Quiver bar on the left there is fully charged. Just gonna keep firing this off. And we're gonna get just under 50,000. We can crank that a little bit higher if I actually hit the grenade. But as for everything else, that is the about 50,000 is the amount that we can do. But it's pretty good, and I will say I'm usually at the top of when I'm playing with my friends or like with an LFG. When it comes to damage, this build is consistent. It's easy to use. And then the other thing is having a weapon like the riposte or anything with destabilizing rounds and repulsor's brace, just to add on to the whole build that we get overshields whenever and we get devour whenever. Very easy and powerful void build. Now the other variation of this this build that I was talking about earlier is with the turncoat. So this is the new exotic hand cannon from the Monument of Triumph update, which says dealing damage builds latent power, precision hits, and final blows build more at full power. Hold R, unleash power, blah blah blah. So all you gotta know is you do some kills, you build the latent bar, you get max latent bar. You can now use it to weaken and just kill everything in sight, which has a drawback of doing damage to yourself. So when I pop it, it's gonna go for 13 seconds and it's gonna start damaging me. Well, we don't want that to happen, but good thing we have the thing where it's gonna create a void breach so that we can get overshield, and we can just keep using this for as long as I guess 13 seconds is our limit, but it's gonna create void breaches every time we do that. So in that case, we can just keep firing this off without having to worry about dying, because we're just gonna keep making overshields. And that is the other build that we're gonna run with Mobius Quiver, because it'll allow us to create a lot of void energy when dealing a lot of damage to combatants like this. So in this case, I'm gonna use my actually, let me just reset this real quick. So you can see there, just by attaching to a few guys, we got a good amount of the super back, and then when there's more adds around, we're just gonna get more so super energy back. So this is the other build that you can do. You can combine it with some other void weapons, and yeah, that is the other build that we can use it with. So now that you know how it runs, I want to show you how it looks in a real game environment. Alright, so we have our Orpheus rigs on. I got my favorite destabilizing repulsor's brace. We got our levy breath, we got our night stalker with everything that we need. We got our NPA repulsion regulator. Let's rally this banner and get to work. Here we go. We got the reward. So what do we got? We got one white and two dark. So let's do the dark first. We're gonna be killing these guys. Grab this for the old overshield and start some in. Grab my dark. This guy, invisible. Okay, I don't know how that was light mode, but go with it. We got our devour up. First dark one, and every time we pick up one of those breaches, we get the overshield, and then we also get devour refresh and devour in general. We also get devour before it's a power, pretty good. There's ogre over here. Let me just take out some guys over here. Hit the void breach. Use the melee to get an overshield. Constant invisibility with the dodge and on the prowl. Light time. I don't know how that happened. Almost died there. What was going on, but alright, we survived. I was gonna say, this is gonna good survivability. Here we go. Overshield. Fresh invisibility. Alright, we virtually one-phased the Prophecy Blast solo. I didn't have my Void Weapons boost initially, so that might have pushed it a little further. I don't think it would have gotten all the way to a one-phase, but we're pretty much there. That's fine, it doesn't matter. And there you have it. The only Void build you will ever need. We got Devour, we got Void over Shields, we got damage, we got add clear, we got endgame builds. My name is C. Kelly. Thank you for watching. Stay fast, you Guardians.